Alright boys, welcome back to another video. Today we're breaking down the Knicks 98-91 victory over the Sacramento Kings. Jalen Brunson put the team on his back. He took over, had 42 points on 17 of 28 shooting. He also added in 4 steals, 4 boards, 2 assists. Brunson's 3 against the Blazers was off. It was on against the Kings. He made 5 of his 10. Brunson also got to the free throw line, had a couple of and ones, just overall broke down the defense. This was the Jalen Brunson game. He's the reason why we won. There wasn't much in the starting lineup. Dante DiVincenzo had 15 points on 16 shots. Josh Hart had 9 points on 7 shots. Isaiah Hartenstein was efficient, made all 3 of his shots, had 14 rebounds. He was incredible in this one, but OG was 1 of 8 from the field, 0-4 from 3. Brunson, the team needed all 42 of those. The bench, we did get 12 out of Alec Burks. He hit some timely shots. Bojan had 9 points. Miles McBride didn't score in 12 minutes, and then Precious had 2 points in 20 minutes. The scoring just was not on for the Knicks. The efficiency, I mean, we finished 43% from the field, 28.2% from 3, but we won the game because of Brunson. And of course, the last couple of minutes of this game, we were able to knock down shots, and the Kings weren't. It really came down to that. Defensively for the Knicks, I thought they played well. Whenever you hold the team to 91 points, you're definitely doing something right in today's NBA, which we know favors the offense. Look at the last 4 games for the Knicks. They've surrendered just 91 points, 93 points, 79 points, 79 points. The defense has been locked in right now. Of course, OG came back, and that's a large reason for it. But our schedule, it's not getting any easier. We've got Golden State in, where do they play? The Bay? Oh yeah, they have a new stadium. So we're taking on the Warriors, and then we've got the Nuggets, who are definitely going to be trying to get revenge on us. Remember, we beat them by 44 points in Madison Square Garden the last time we played them. And then we do have a couple of lesser opponents in the Nets and the Pistons and the Raptors and the Spurs. But after that, we've got Oklahoma City. They're top 2 in the West. We've got Miami, Sacramento. Tough teams coming up. The Knicks, Julius Randle, the latest report we saw was that, I'm going to pull it up for you guys so it's exact, but it was good news. Of course, Randall's not taking contact or anything like that, but he is ramping up right now, which is great news for the Knicks. He actually is ramping up in controlled contact situations, but he's not scrimmaging, so he's not going to be like full contact scrimmage. But the fact that he is progressing is what we like to see. Hopefully we can get Randall back for the playoffs. Would be amazing. If we can get him back towards the end of the regular season, that would be even better. But we just need Randall out there for the playoffs, because we know teams are going to throw doubles at Brunson. They've been doing that in the regular season. I mean, literally the first possession we had, they doubled Brunson, the Kings did. But in the playoffs, when you have time to sit down and play one opponent, I have a feeling that teams are going to get the ball out of Brunson's hands as much as they can and make other players beat you. And they can. The Knicks do have a lot of depth, which is why we're 40-27 despite the injuries the entire year. But it's just, can they consistently do it is my thing. Brunson, Randall are our guys. Outside of that, we've got Dante and OG, Bojan, Alec Burks. Like, we've got guys that can knock down shots. Josh Hart, even, I have a lot of faith in. But these teams, they're going to be the best in the league. They're going to be amazing defensive teams. Of course, I mean, you can make the playoffs with a bad defense, but the top tier teams always have an elite level defense. And I mean, to this point, the Knicks would be going up against the Magic, which I think would be really good for us. If we take on the Magic or the Pacers, I wouldn't have much concern with them. I mean, it wouldn't be easy because those are 2 talented teams, young rosters. The Sixers is kind of the one team that I would not want to play, assuming Joel Embiid comes back. I don't think he'll be back anytime soon. Like, the Heat is obviously a team that I wouldn't want to see in the playoffs. Not that I would favor the opposition, but it's more so of the Heat in the playoffs are just a different breed. I mean, we saw that last year, but we're much better than we were, and I'm pretty sure we would beat the Heat, but better safe than sorry. I mean, I'd rather take on a young Magic or a Pacer team. But for the Knicks, moving forward, I mean, we talked about our schedule, some tough games coming up. It's just, Brunson to me should be in the MVP conversation. 27.5 points per game, 3.6 rebounds, 6.4 assists. I mean, Brunson's 5th in scoring and 14th in assists. He's also been extremely efficient, which is my favorite thing about Brunson. He's shooting 40.2% from 3, 47.8% from the field, 84.3% from the free throw line. Brunson, when he just gets to his spots, he's just unstoppable, and he did that last night. I mean, this was as dominant of a game that I've seen from Brunson ever, besides the one against the Suns, where, I mean, that was one of the most impressive games I've ever seen in general, like period. But this one for the Knicks, they needed it. They needed to win this game because now we're just 2 games out of the 3 seed. That is absolutely attainable. If we get the 3 seed, we wouldn't have to play the Celtics in the second round. That would be huge. Like, that's exactly what we need right now. That's what I want. And Boston's the one team that is just different than everyone else. I mean, they're 8-2 in their last 10. They've got so much firepower. I'm pretty sure we play the Celtics in April, I want to say. And I'm going to go fact check that, I think. Or are we done playing them? Yeah, we play them April 11th. That's going to be a big time game right before the playoffs, going up against the best team in the NBA. The Celtics just have so many ways to beat you, but I think a fully healthy Knicks team would be able to challenge them because we just can throw so many different lineups at them. Precious at the 5, we go Mitchell Robinson. We've got OG Randle, Dante, Hart, Brunson. I mean, we're going to attack these teams, and what it's going to come down to is Julius Randle. If Julius Randle can be his all-NBA self, and then Jalen Brunson just continues to be Jalen Brunson, and we've got these new pieces, I mean, the Knicks can win the championship. But, of course, right now we need to get healthy. That's our main thing. We can't talk about winning playoff games, winning a championship unless we get everyone out there, because we saw the Knicks. I mean, we haven't seen the Knicks fully healthy with OG and Mitchell Robinson, obviously, but when Randle and OG were out there, we looked unbeatable. We were blowing out top tier teams in the league. So, but yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts on the game. This just had me so excited. I was so pumped up, so fired up, because the Knicks are able to beat playoff teams without being fully healthy, without being efficient. Jalen Brunson, he's putting together one of the most impressive Knicks seasons in the history of this franchise. We've been around for a while. I mean, it would have been nice to see Melo get more help. I mean, the Knicks management just sucked back then, unfortunately. I mean, it started off with trading for Melo instead of signing him in free agency, which just didn't make any sense to begin with. But the Knicks picked up Brunson in free agency, and they continue to pair him with as much talent as they can. I mean, the Knicks, they're going to have salary cap. They still have their draft picks. They've been making some good moves, trading for Josh Hart, for example, trading for Bojan and Alec Burks. Of course, going out there and signing Randle in free agency and drafting Mitchell Robinson, signing Dante in free agency. Precious was in the OG trade too. It's so easy for me to forget that Precious was in that trade because OG was the biggest name in it. But Precious wasn't just a throw-in. He's been big for us, and he was quiet last night. I mean, Isaiah Hartenstein just was the guy, but Precious, he's going to see a lot of minutes, and he's just going to have to stay ready. And he's had some big performances. He's had some 16, 17 rebound games for us, and yeah, he's a big-time player. He's also pretty young as well. So yeah, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. It's your boy Knicks Daily, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. We go up against the Warriors, like I said, and that's going to be a fun game. The Warriors, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. Man, I mean, we have kind of struggled against them, I'm not going to lie.